Hey Mojoholics, welcome back to What's Your Mojo, the weekly show where we fill you in on what you might have missed last week, give you a sneak peek on what's coming up next week, ask your feedback, and answer viewer FAQs. Let's get this party started. In case you missed it, this week we published Top 10 TV Villains, which, if you watch Game of Thrones, was some pretty good timing on our part, if I do say so myself. Hopefully you don't consider that a spoiler. Anyway, moving on. We also did Top 10 Best 3D Movies to go with our Top 10 Worst 3D Movies. No Piranha 3DD on this one. This one is all quality, like Life of Pi and How to Train Your Dragon. And for those of you getting invited to a ton of weddings this summer, we also did Top 10 TV Weddings, cause it's wedding season. So it's Friday, and that means it's time to recuperate from a busy week watching a lengthy Mojothon by watching a lengthier Mojothon. So what have we got for you this weekend? Let's see. Well, for all of you diehards, we've got Top 10 Dream Theater songs coming out on Saturday. Fun fact, I've actually interviewed guitarist and founding member John Petrucci a couple of times, and he's super nice. That may not be a fun fact for you, but I thought you should know. Anyway, for those of you who are always complaining that we have too many spoilers in our videos, guess what? On Saturday, we've also got Top 10 Spoilers that ruin the movie. And I'll tell you this now, if you complain that there are spoilers in that one, well, I'll let the commenting community deal with you. And finally on Sunday, Top 10 Badass Movie Beards and Mustaches, cause why not? Are you guys ready for some trivia? Let's do it. Which of Michael Jackson's albums is the best-selling album of all time? Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, or History? You are correct if you said Thriller. Duh. If you want to test your knowledge on that or anything else, head over to WatchMojo.com/trivia. Anyway, I'm talking to you about Michael Jackson because June 25th, 2009 is the day he passed away at the age of 50. If you miss the King of Pop as much as we do, these videos keep his memory alive. Michael Jackson Biography, Life and Career Redux, Top 10 Michael Jackson Songs, Top 10 Male Vocalists, Top 10 Signature Rock Moves, Top 10 Dead People Rumored to Be Alive, Top 10 Epic TV Cameos, and Top 10 Music Feuds and Rivalries. Also, don't forget to head over to WatchMojo.com/calendar to see thousands of our older, equally timely videos. And while you're there, make sure to vote on the topics that matter most to you so we can tailor our future videos to your tastes. Before we ask you guys for your opinions on a few of our lists, we thought we'd let you see where your hard work gets you. This week we published Top 10 First-Person Shooters, and today we published both Top 10 Fictional Movie Drugs and Top 10 Easter Eggs in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Thanks again for your help in choosing those lists. But we have even more lists in need of your input this week. A couple of weeks ago we asked you about Top 10 Beers. This week we get classy with Top 10 Wines for all you budding sommeliers out there. We noticed that the suggestion page got over 100 upvotes. But would that be the best grape, region, appellation, or country? So, for this first wine-related list, we're going to go with Top 10 Best Wine-Producing Countries. Looking at more than just output, but including reputation, quality of wine, price, availability, and all those factors that make wine so good. This next one's probably right up your alley. Top 10 Lightsaber Duels. So go through the entire Star Wars saga, pick out the most badass and memorable battles, and let us know which ones they are. And finally, a couple of music ones. This week we've got Top 10 Slayer songs and Top 10 Pantera songs for you. So rock on over to the suggest page for those to choose your fave songs by those metal bands. And as always, be sure to head over to WatchMojo.com/suggest to let us know what you think. And while you're there, make sure to exercise your right to vote on any other lists you might have an opinion on. So, Dan, what you got there?
Oh, this old thing? Well, it just came in the mail today.
Yeah, we just got this in the mail from YouTube for crossing 1 million subscribers.
Does that mean we're gonna get 4 more?
I don't know if we have enough wall space for that.
Oh well.
And now through the magic of television, it will disappear. Now that we've got our couch back, we answer questions that we never thought in a million years you guys would come up with. And with me as always is Dan.
Hiya! So last week we had a bonus trivia round, and one lucky viewer won a Blu-ray copy of Wes Anderson's The Grand Budapest Hotel. So that winner is, drumroll please, Norris Vaughn. Congrats!
To claim your prize, please email us via YouTube with your address and we'll get that shipped to you ASAP.
We've also got a community update. We wanted to give a big shout out to a few users who've helped out in the comments.
Thank you to Sonny Hook, Bart Wouldstra, and 1805 Connor. You guys will be getting t-shirts as well.
Also, if you'd like a more substantial role in the WatchMojo community, you can check out our application form at WatchMojo.com/corporate/community.php.
We're also looking for translators to add subtitles to our videos in different languages, so if you're into that, check it out as well. Now, on to the questions.
So, we published top 10 elevator scenes recently, and a lot of you were wondering why the scene from Captain America Winter Soldier wasn't included. This speaks to a question we get a lot as to why a recent movie isn't included on a recent list.
So believe it or not, some of the films that movie studios want us to promote are actually very recent releases. And in fact, they send us some promo scenes from those movies to add to our lists.
However, we tend to omit them for one main reason. We feel that most movies have to age a little bit over time before we can judge them and include them or exclude them.
Now, don't get us wrong, if we anticipate that Captain America Winter Soldier is going to be released, we might do Origins of Captain America or a top 10 countdown that may be related.
But to outright rank a movie or a scene when it's so recent is a bit of jumping the gun and might even be considered a bit of fanboyism. That being said, a few years down the line, if we think it merits a redux, that's why we have reduxes. Next question, and this one comes up a lot. Why the name WatchMojo?
When the company was founded, the name Mojo wasn't being used by any other global media companies. And like Richard Branson's Virgin, we thought it had a nice ring to it. And we thought especially that WatchMojo would make a lot of sense since we're producing videos.
The idea was to inform and entertain through video, but to do so by covering the people and places that stood out in both history, pop culture, sports, and entertainment.
So basically, for lack of a better word, people and groups and things that had mojo. And as our programming evolved and started to focus more on top 10 videos, WatchMojo seemed to make even more sense than ever. And that, as they say, is history.
Anyway, let's finish up by reading some comments of the week. Some random guy, 832, commented on top 10 first-person shooters. What? No Duck Hunt? SMH.
We've got one here from Psycho Billy Numbnuts1, who commented on top 10 songs that will make you cry. All Nicki Minaj songs. They make me cry on how horrible it is and makes me lose faith in this generation. Ouch, shots fired.
And finally, Gamer Samurai 4 commented on top 10 Kevin Spacey performances. K-Pax for the win. Mean he ate a whole banana peel and all. Anyway guys, thanks as always for the comments and questions.
And if you want your questions answered, leave them here in the comments, catch us on Twitter or Facebook, or email us at watch@watchmojo.com. Don't forget the hashtag WMFAQ, and if you want your own nifty shirt, head over to watchmojo.com/store. That's all for this week. Tune in again next time for another edition of What's Your Mojo? Live free or die hard.